Hello there guys, just before this review starts I just want to review the box. So here's the box to the Megazord. It's really big, so it's hard to get in frame, but I can show you it. Here's the front. It says Power Rangers Deluxe Set Megazord. Picture of the Megazord. And then the individual Zords down at the bottom. And it just says a bunch of stuff in different languages. On the bottom, just a load of nonsense. On the side, it tells you the secret of the Power Zords, and that's in different languages. So you can see there, pretty cool. On the back, shows you the Megazord, all the 5 individual Zords. The Megazord in Megazord mode and tank mode, pretty cool. And then it shows you some other Megazords down at the bottom. On the top of the box is just basically a picture of the 5 Rangers. It says Power Rangers Megazord, and then a little picture of the actual Megazord there. So that's really the box. So now let's get on to the review. Hello there guys, Morphin Reviewer 97 here, and in today's review I'm going to be reviewing the original 1993 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dino Megazord. So in this review, basically what I'm going to do is show you the individual Zords, show you the tank mode, and show you the Megazord mode that they can transform into. So as you can see, we've got all 5 Zords here, pretty cool. I am missing a couple of things, like some of the horns on the Triceratops and some of the tusks on the Mastodon, but that doesn't really affect how the Zord transforms. So let's go ahead and look at each individual Zord. So we'll look at the Mastodon first. So here we have the first Zord, which is the Mastodon, the Black Ranger Zord. Pretty cool, as you can see. It does look like the one from the show. Got some black paint, some light grey colours. Pretty cool. Got some stickers on the sides and on the face. Pretty awesome. Articulation wise on this thing, you can move the back legs. And the face can come off for transformation, which is pretty cool. And we just put it straight back on, just like that. Now, this Zord was piloted by Zack and then later on Adam, but Adam only used it in Thunder Zord mode. He didn't really use this mode in the show, but this Zord was basically used for most of Season 1. Moving on, we have the Pterodactyl, Kimberly Zord, the Pink Ranger. Now, she used this Zord for most of Season 1, which is pretty awesome. Detail-wise on this, you've got some red paint on the front and a few stickers. On the face up here, you've got a little bit of pink paint and some white, pretty cool. And then you just got some grey and stuff on the back. Articulation wise on this thing, you can move the wings back and forth on each side. And the head can fold in and out, which is pretty cool because that's all because of transformation. I am missing the feet on this, but it doesn't affect how the Zord stands up, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, there was the Pink Ranger Zord. So here we have the third Zord, the Triceratops, which was piloted by Billy throughout most of Season 1, the Blue Ranger. As you can tell, it's a Blue Ranger Zord because it is blue. So yeah, you've got some nice blue paint on the front here. On the face, you've got some nice white paint and some stickers here and here. Articulation wise on this thing, you can move the tail back and forth. The cannons on the tail can move back and forth. And the head can move up and down, which is all part of transformation. Also, on the bottom of this Zord, you do have wheels, so it can roll a bit, which is pretty nice. So yeah, there was the Blue Ranger Zord, the Triceratops. So here we have the fourth Zord, the Saber-toothed Tiger. Now this Zord was piloted by Trini throughout Season 1, and then later on it was piloted by Aisha, but Aisha only used this Zord for Thunder Zord mode, which is kind of weird. But overall, it's a cool Zord. As you can see, it is yellow because it was used by the Yellow Ranger. Now this does have quite a few articulation. As you can see, articulation wise, you can move the tusks at the front here, up and down. You can move the legs, all 4 legs, including the back ones. The tail can move up and down. And the head can move up and down, which is all part of transformation. As you can see on the stickers here, they've got quite nice details. And the wheels here can also move, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, there was the 4th Zord, the saber-toothed tiger. Here we have the 5th and final Zord, the Tyrannosaurus. Now this Zord was piloted by the Red Ranger, Jason, and then later on it was piloted by Rocky. Now Jason used this Zord mostly throughout Season 1, and Rocky only used it really for Thunder Zord mode, so pretty cool. Anyway, as you can see, it was owned by the Red Ranger because it is red, and it does have quite a bit of articulation. You can move the thighs on both legs up and down, just like so. You can move the knees, and you can move the feet up and down, which is pretty cool. That's mostly because of transformation. Also, the tail at the back, you can move that up and down. Pretty cool. You can move the arms up and down, and you can move the head up and down, but also the jaw opens on the head, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was the Red Ranger Zord, the Tyrannosaurus. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take each Zord that you've just seen and transform it into the tank mode. Now the tank mode was used just before the main Megazord was actually transformed. So we're going to show you that now. So basically what we're going to do first is we're going to move the Tyrannosaurus to the side. And we're going to grab the Triceratops. Now to transform the Triceratops for this mode, all you want to do is just fold in the tail. And it's that simple. Next we're going to want to grab the saber-toothed tiger. Fold its tail in. Turn it around. Fold the legs in, like so. And fold the feet forward. Also going to want to take the tusks and fold them forward as well. So it's like that. Move these here so you can see them. Right, now we're going to grab the Tyrannosaurus and we're going to fold the feet down, just like so. So they're like that. We're going to grab the Tyrannosaurus arms and fold them in. And just keep that like that. Now what we want to do is we want to put these into the knees like this. So they just transform like this. So there's one on. Put the other one on. The other one just goes on the same, like that. Knee just goes into the hole here. And they just clip in. So now you've got this. Pretty cool. Next we're going to take the Mastodon. Move this to the side. Take the Mastodon. Take off its face. Unfold it at the back here. And then unfold these like this. So you got these. Then where that's going is that's going on the back of the Tyrannosaurus here. So these pegs in here will just connect into the back here. It will just go on like that. And then parts of the arms, if I can show you this, parts of the arms just clip to the sides. And then you fold the arms forward. Just like so. There you go. Pretty cool. Make sure everything's properly up. And then you basically just fold these parts out here. Really cool. So there's that. Then you're going to want to take the face of the Mastodon, pull this little grey peg out here, and stick it in the hole that's just here, where the Tyrannosaurus head is. So you just put it in here, like so. It's kind of awkward to do the first few times, But once you got it, it'll look like that. Pretty awesome. And then lastly, you're going to want to take the pterodactyl, fold in its wings, but make sure the head's still out. And there's some small pegs at the side of the pterodactyl here, and they just basically fold in to the back of the mastodon legs here. So it should just go into place, just like that. So here's the tank mode basically. Pretty cool. Now we're going to transform it into Megazord mode. Okay, so now we're going to transform this whole thing into Megazord mode. But first I just want to mention that this can actually roll. Not very well, but it can still roll, which is pretty cool. Anyway, to start transforming it into Megazord mode, basically want to take off the pterodactyl on the back here. So take that off, put that to the side. Take the mastodon head off here and put that to the side. Then you just basically want to straighten everything out. So if you lift it up here, straighten the legs out, and just basically, yeah, just straighten everything out. So it should just fold into place. Just like so. Quite difficult to do the first couple of times. But you should get the hang of it once it's done. And it will look something like this. Pretty cool. So that's the first part, what you do. And I forgot to mention before, there are some pegs at the side here, so that will help you transform it into Megazord mode, help you straighten out the Tyrannosaurus a bit. But yeah, basically now what we do is fold the arms back down, and we fold these like this to reveal the hands of the Megazord, or the fists, which is really awesome that they're just in there. So if I move this back a bit, move out a bit, as you can see, it will look something like this. So we're close. Next, what you want to do is this front panel here opens up, just like so. You want to grab the Tyrannosaurus head and fold that straight in to reveal the face, and fold that back. So it's like this. Then you want to fold the horns out to reveal the Megazord's face. I'll just zoom in there. Pretty cool. So you have that. Then you want to take the pterodactyl, and for this part, fold out the wings again. Fold in the head this time, and fold back in the wings. Now there are connections on the front here of the Megazord and on the back of the pterodactyl here, and they just basically clip right into place, which is pretty easy. And now you basically have the main Megazord pretty much. The final thing you want to do though is make sure you fold the tail in like that. So hopefully you saw me transform that. It's pretty awkward to transform it because I'm not in the best position to review stuff right now, but hopefully you saw how to actually get it into Megazord mode. Now the one thing I'm forgetting is the mastodon head. Basically the peg you folded out earlier, that just acts as a shield, so you can just put it straight into the fist. It fell out. I'll put it back in. You can just basically put it straight in. Just like so. So just like that. Now a thing that I forgot to mention earlier is, it also comes with this nice chrome sword, which is really nice. It's got some detail on it there, and it's a decent size for the Megazord. So that will just basically go into the other fist, like so. And there you have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original Dino Megazord. Now, this Megazord, overall, it's really nice, but they are really hard to find, especially the originals. They have brought out the legacy versions, but I'd rather collect the original stuff. But you can get in a legacy edition if you wanted the legacy version, but the legacy version is a bit more smaller. But as you can see, this Megazord does look like the one from the show. Really nicely detailed. But the only complaint about this is it's quite hard to transform sometimes, and you have to remember how to actually transform the Megazord, because there are quite a few parts to transform, because there's 5 individual Zords. But other than that, it's a great Megazord, and it's the original, so can't go wrong really in getting it. So yeah, if you like this Megazord review, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you can get this Megazord, I would advise you get it. It's quite a nice Megazord. Or, if you want to get the Legacy Edition, get the Legacy Edition. It's totally up to you. But, it's really nice. So, thank you for watching. This is Morphin Review in 97, signing out. And I will see you guys on the next review.